Shave off all body hair, knock out every single tooth, be pushed into a giant oven by the staff, get neatly arranged, then watch as the oven door slowly closes. Turn the key to start the process. Set the temperature to 200 degrees, wait for 30 minutes. When you hear the ding, open the oven, and you'll find that a regular human has been shrunk 2,000 times. To solve Earth's overpopulation problem, a scientist developed a shrinking technology. It reduces a normal human to just 10 centimeters tall. They eat less, take up tiny living spaces, produce less trash in 4 years than you do in a single day, can still reproduce miniature offspring. Most importantly, in the real world, 10,000 equals 10 million. Here a 10,000 square meter mansion costs just 99. A pearl necklace doesn't cost 98,000, only 9.99. A poor couple, Jack and his wife, were tempted. The next day they visited the tiny people's world to undergo the shrinking procedure. The staff calculated their assets. If they shrank, their net worth would soar to 15 million. They would instantly become multimillionaires. They agreed without hesitation. Before shrinking, they had to shave off every hair on their bodies. Not a single spot could be missed. Then they had to have their teeth removed. Teeth don't shrink. If left in place, they would explode inside their heads. Next, they were pushed into a giant oven. The temperature was set to 200 degrees. They waited for 30 minutes until the ding sounded. The oven door opened, and they had turned into doll-sized humans. A group of beautiful nurses arrived pushing small carts. They carefully scooped up the tiny people with miniature shovels and gently placed them onto tiny beds. Even the slightest mistake could mean disaster. Before they woke up, doctors implanted porcelain teeth. As for body hair, it would just have to grow back slowly. Jack woke up, lifted the blanket in a panic, and saw that his private part was still there. He breathed a sigh of relief. Just then his wife called. She had backed out at the last minute while plucking her eyebrows. She never underwent the shrinking procedure. Jack was instantly devastated. At this tiny size, it was practically the same as being divorced. Then Jack moved into the tiny people's world. It was just like the real world. He arrived at his mansion, which felt like a dream come true. But what was the point? No matter how big the house was, he had to live in it alone. The shrinking process was irreversible. Sure enough, not long after, Jack received a package. Inside was the engagement ring he had given his wife, along with the divorce agreement as big as his mansion. Realizing he could never be with her again, he had no choice but to sign it. Heartbroken, Jack decided to find a new wife. In the tiny people's world,